Hello and welcome to the Machona podcast. I hope you've had a great and safe week. Today we are going to talk about a topic that I feel hasn't really been talked about that much, and this is mental health. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I've seen a lot of stories this past week dealing with mental health, even where it has not been mentioned, but you, after just reading the whole story, you would find that the main person that they're talking about probably had some issues in the head or something like that, and so I just feel that it's important to just bring this to people's attention, because in most cases you just think it's just something that happens to other people, like it can never happen to you or anybody that you know. And when you say mental health, I know a lot of people, especially in Zambia, would think of the person that they saw on the street, maybe picking garbage from the bins or whatever, but it's something that affects literally everyone. At some point you would have some things that are not quite okay with you mentally. Now how you deal with that is obviously what sets everybody apart from others. Having said that, a lot of people have challenges, having to overcome whatever it is that they are dealing with mentally, and they don't show it until it's way too late, when you start having issues of depression or suicidal thoughts or things that of that nature, really. And so today I'm going to talk about how to look after your mental health. And this is supposed to be very important for everybody. So it is important to take care of yourself and to get the most from life. And I have 10 practical ways to look after your mental health. Making simple changes to how you live doesn't need to cost a fortune or take up loads of time. Anyone can follow this advice, and you can start applying it to your life today, actually. So the first one is talk about your feelings. Learn to talk about your feelings, to express yourself, because talking about your feelings can help you stay in good mental health, and also can help you to deal with times where you feel troubled. Now, people approach this in different ways. There are some, like myself, who talk to themselves. I usually, when I'm in a quiet place, I would talk to myself, and after talking to myself about whatever situation I'm going through, it sounds like I've actually been talking to someone, and so that kind of gives me that sense of relief, like I've let something off my chest, but it works different with with other individuals as well. You may have your way of doing it, but the most important thing is get things off your chest. And 2, keep active. Now, regular exercise can boost your self-esteem and can help you concentrate, sleep, and feel better as well. Now, exercise keeps the brain and your other vital organs healthy, and it is also a significant benefit towards improving your mental health. Now, this almost everybody knows. When you're going through a difficult situation, do not sit idle, because as the old saying goes, an idle mind is the devil's playground. So you may start going into feelings of self-pity and that kind of thing. But if you keep your brain active, then at least you have that bit of time of distraction where you can actually think about other things rather than whatever issues that you're going through. The third one is eat well. Your brain needs a mix of nutrients in order to stay healthy and function well. Just like the other organs in your body, a diet that's good for your physical health is also good for your mental health as well. So make sure you you look at what you are eating as well. There are a lot of articles as well that you can find online, or even if you consult maybe your doctor or some other individual who might be well vexed with nutrition, they would be able to tell you there are some foods that actually help with the development and also maintenance of your brain as well. So you need to look into that and actually see how or what kind of food you might need for you to have a healthy mental situation. The fourth one is drink sensibly. I know a lot of people run to alcohol when they are facing difficult situations because it kind of helps their mood at that particular time. And as it is said, some people drink to deal with fears of loneliness, but the effect is only temporary. So they are drinking because they want to get rid of whatever fears they have, or the loneliness, or whatever situation that they are going through. And when the drink wears off, they end up feeling worse because of the way the alcohol affects the brain and the rest of the body as well. So drink responsibly. Don't drink alcohol to try and solve your problems or to drown your sorrows, as most people would say, but look to having a sober mind and actually dealing with whatever situation you're going through. Number 5 is keep in touch. Now, there's nothing better than catching up with someone face to face, but that's not always possible. You can also give them a call or drop them a text or a chat online, and but the most important thing is keep the lines of communication open. It is good for you because you always have someone by your side, even if they're not really physically there, but it just makes you feel like you have someone that you are in communication with, and that is good for you. When you're going through something, always keep communication lines open so that you can easily share what you're going through. And as they say, 2 heads are better than one, and if they are even more than 2 others, then it's even better, because you can in the process get some advice as well on how you can tackle whatever situation that you're going through. Number 6 is ask for help. Now, none of us are superhuman. We all sometimes get tired and overwhelmed by how we feel, or when things don't go according to our plans. Now, if things are getting too much for you and you feel you can't cope, ask for help. Your family or friends may be able to offer practical help or just a listening ear as well. Now, there are also local services that will help you if you feel you need professional help. Then, and because sometimes people will be going through things that they don't want maybe their family or friends to know about. So you can seek these kinds of services from some hospitals. Actually do have contacts for these kinds of people who would be able to give this kind of service, and in most cases, or I should think in all cases, these services are confidential, so you would be able to get help from someone, and they would be able to even help you get whatever. If you do need medication for whatever it is that you are going through, they would be able to give you proper advice on that. And it's always important. I know people have this stigma, like where you're seeing a shrink, then you think people are not going to support you, or they'll look down on you. But at the end of the day, you look after your own health, which is much more important than your name in the street. Number 7 is take a break. A change of scenery or a change of space is good for your mental health. It could be a 5-minute pause from even cleaning your kitchen, or half-hour lunch break at work, or a weekend exploring somewhere new. Now, a few minutes can be enough to de-stress you and give you some me time, basically, because if you feel your mind is overloaded, then you need some time alone to just recollect your thoughts, and also just reboot, if that's the right word, so that when you go back to whatever it is that you're doing, you have a fresh mind. Number 8 is do something you're good at. Find something that you enjoy doing. Hobbies. Yeah, it's interesting when you speak to someone and they say they do not have hobbies. I find that a bit hard to believe, but we all have something that we enjoy doing, or something that we wish we could do. So try to make that a possibility, so that when you are doing that, it's keeping your mind active, and also it's giving you some form of pleasure whilst you're doing it. Now, the question that you'd ask always is, what do you love doing? What activities can you lose yourself in? Or what did you love doing in the past? Ask yourself these questions, and whatever answer comes up, then you try to work on that and see if you can, if it's something that you used to do in the past, then you can revive it. If it's something that you have not done yet, try to do it and see how it might go for you. Number 9 is accept who you are. Self-acceptance is very important, because it's something that would help lift your self-esteem as well. Because if you are comfortable with who you are, then you would not care or mind what others think of you. As long as you know who you are, then you would know your weaknesses, and you would know which areas to work on if you need to make yourself better. And if you are already you feel you're already in the place that you need to be, then you would know exactly what to do as well to maintain yourself in that particular space. So we are all different. It's much healthier to accept that you are unique than to wish you were more like someone else, because the person that you are wishing you were like is already there. So that means you are supposed to now kick that person out of their life and leave it. That doesn't work. So create yourself. If there's somebody that is on a level that you would want to be, create yourself and elevate yourself to that place where you feel the other person is, and that's the only way you can get there. It's by working on yourself so that you can rise. Because if you neglect yourself and start praising someone else, then you will be going down whilst they are going up, because you are giving them support whilst neglecting yourself. So be sure to accept who you are, and also learn to work yourself and make yourself better. Now, feeling good about yourself will boost your confidence to learn new skills. So visit new places and make new friends, because a good self-esteem helps you cope when life takes a difficult turn. So that is very important. Number 10 is care for others. You can't love someone if you don't love yourself, as we often say. So even with religious books would say, love your neighbor as you love yourself, which means the measure that you're going to love someone with is what you use to love yourself. So you are the example of how to love someone else. So work on yourself first with these 9 steps that we have gone through, and then 10, care for others. So love your neighbor as you now love yourself. So friends are really important. We help each other whenever we can. So it's a two-way street, and supporting them uplifts me. That's what somebody has said, which then also goes on to say caring for others is often an important part of keeping up relationships with people close to you. It can even bring you closer together. So when you help someone through a situation, it also gives you that sense of happiness as well, knowing that you have made another person happy, or you have made another person's life better than it was. So look after yourself, look after others as well, and this will help you to be in a good mental space, and it will also be able to just help you be a good person all around. This is all I had today, and hopefully we can have a bit more discussions regarding mental health, because I feel it's something that's important. It's something that even our kids need to start learning whilst they're still young, on how to look after themselves, because the society that we live in now can be quite stressful. You've got social media, you've got TVs, you've got radios, you've got people in the streets, you've got family, you've got whoever. Everybody has their own opinion, and it's quite overloading on a young mind. And so if the kids start to learn how to look after themselves mentally at a young age, then this would help to build a better society moving up, and also it will just help with the general life of people as well. So have a great week ahead, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. The name is Machona Podcast. This is where I'll be posting the episodes as well. That's where I have been posting the others as well. So please hop on there, subscribe, share, and also just make sure you leave your comments on whatever topic is of interest to you, so that we can have a chat and know what our minds are thinking, so that we can teach each other. All right, so I'll catch you next week. Enjoy the week.